Well, hello there. How are you doing? New hairstyle, who dis? Well, I am sorry, this is another late episode. I traveled over the weekend and I'm really, really sorry. But as I promised, there will be an episode every week. Usually on Mondays, early morning, you will wake up to an episode. But when things get really, really hectic in my life, I promise it will come out during the week. This one is going to probably come to you on Wednesday, but you will get it. And I am really, really sorry. But we are grateful to be here all the same. So let's get into it. Today, we are tackling something that is out of my comfort zone. As I have said, I really struggle with things friendship and romance. And today is all about friends. So before we get to it, I would like to remind you that this is another episode of the In All Honesty podcast. My fabulous name is Oliver Rao, and there are partnership opportunities on this podcast. Someone just mentioned to me that we are 26 subscribers away from 1,000 on YouTube. Do the thing. Do the thing now. Do the thing. Call your friends, okay? Please. But anyway, yes. And we can partner on this podcast through product placement on YouTube. If you're streaming from any other site, including YouTube, we can have a product mention on any of the episodes. You can also sponsor an episode or a couple of episodes or an entire season. And you can also run an advert on this podcast. I'll be more than happy to partner with you. And let me tell you, the other streaming sites are doing well. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. I am because you are. I am so full of gratitude. My heart is just bursting in rainbows and glitters. Anyway, let us get to what we are talking about today. On my Thursday prompt, I told you, watch out on Thursdays at mid-morning. I will put out a prompt so you know what we are talking about the next week. And you can also scroll through the comments to know what other people think about that particular topic. And when you come back here, I will share what other people have shared in my DMs because anonymous. Okay, so let's get to it. I asked, do you have any unwritten friendship codes? And have you lost friends in this manner or due to this? And let me tell you, this one I thought was going to be a light episode, but once I started going through them, because I was like, I don't even think I have history with friends like that. Once I started going through your responses, I was just like, triggered. But anyway, let's get to the responses first. I thought I would pick a few from the comments I got on TikTok first, because yes, there were some that were triggering. Let me pick a comment. Changes on TikTok says, you can date my ex. Honestly, I have no problem. Bora, it should happen after we have broken up, not on my back. Okay, so you can date my ex, but only after we've broken up. I guess they are exes because you've broken up, or is it during the back and forth that you have during the breakup? Anyway, this, let me tell you, changes me. I feel you, because I feel like I have said it so many times, but I think it's also because I don't have very strong friendship and romantic bonds. But I've always said, I really don't think I'd feel some type of way if my friend ended up with my ex. I'm guessing feelings can develop. What if they're better compatible than I am with that person? I just don't know. I've never been in this murky waters, so I'm just thinking probably I'm speaking from a point of privilege, but yeah, I'm with you right there. I really don't care if my ex and my friend get together. Yeah, after the breakup, during the breakup, that would be really... That would be just weird. Like, why are they your friend if they can do that? And why isn't your boyfriend even respectful enough to... Anyway, it's messy. Someone else says... Oh, not someone else. This one is Red Blanco. I know her from Facebook and now on TikTok. Life happens in unexpected moments. Tangu tupewe 10 commandments huko Golgotha. We decided to keep the trend forever. Always coming up with rules. Rolls eyes. So you're tired about the rules. We were given the 10 commandments. If I remember my CRE right, it was not at Golgotha. Was the 10 commandments at Mount Sinai? Because I really got an A in CRE. I think Golgotha has to do with Jesus getting crucified. But I remember it from these TZD songs. Anyway, yes. Some of people are just like, we can't deal with rules everywhere. And I get you, Red Blanco. Some people are just like, why can't people just be friends? Must there be ground rules? What is this with these rules? Since we were given the 10 commandments, every day now we'll set up rules. I am sorry, Red Blanco, but life is what it is. Yes. Bottom up model said money. One word, money. Yes, you're going to lose your friends when it comes to money. Money discipline, money cultures, money mentality, very different. You're definitely going to lose friends with this one. I get you. I totally get you. This one I felt triggered. And user 118179 says, can someone stop Olive? Please. Crying emoji, broken heart. I didn't get an update on this one, but I'm guessing this one touched a nerve. And I am really sorry. Those were some of the comments that I got on TikTok. I felt like those ones were also engaging and probably were not mentioned in the responses that I got, but let us get to the responses now directly from my prompt on Instagram stories. There's someone actually on Facebook who said friendship doesn't require codes. So them and them and Red Blanco are on the same page. Friendship just happens. You don't need codes for anything. You don't need unwritten rules. I used to be of the same school of thought. Trust me, I was. But here we are now. I will remind you that I asked, do you have any unwritten friendship codes and have you lost friends in this manner? And responses I got. Someone said, what are the unwritten? Oh, sorry, that's my question. Someone said, if I'm headed to trouble and I can't see it, let me know. I would do that for you too. Let me tell you, this is a slippery slope. Here is the thing. Some people prefer to be told that they're headed somewhere, and some people prefer to learn it themselves. So I think this is from friend to friend. Learn the kind of person your friend is. And yeah, I guess then it works like that for your friendship. When you see me going into something that might harm me, please warn me. Sometimes it's difficult. Let me give you a very good example. Do you know how sometimes your friend is dating someone who you can see all the red flags, but they're too blinded by love? And you're stuck in that moment whereby, do I spoil this for my friend? Maybe even she can see the flags as well, but she just wants to enjoy this moment. Or should I be the person who just calls it out? So earlier on, I was like, see no evil, hear no evil, do no evil, right? If you've not seen it, then it never happened. But I think with time, I developed into the kind of friend who just tell it outright. Let it thrive or let it fail, but I will have spoken my truth or what my thoughts were, so that you don't feel like I held back anything that could have been of help in any sense. But anyway, I really don't know. As I've said, friendships are a bit iffy for me. Someone else says, don't flirt with my boyfriend, period. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. And a lot of these ones that involve a romantic partner, I feel like you should also hold your partners to a certain level of standard, because and accountability. Because if your friend is flirting with your partner and your partner isn't shutting it down, I think when you're getting rid of people, you need to get rid of both of them, because these two people owe you loyalty. Your friend owes you loyalty in the friendship realm. Your partner owes you loyalty in the romantic realm. So if both of them can't respect you like that, I think both of them need to go. Someone else says, return loaned money. Oh my goodness. Money is the root to all evil. Is it? Yeah, maybe, because it's the root to everywhere. So, including evil. Money issues are really touchy in friendships. And I have come to learn. I've just come to learn. you see these lessons that people tell you on social media, you think is a joke. You think, I used to think these people are so selfish. These people, weren't they taught how to share in their families? With time, I just learned, no, no. There's things like, don't let your friend move into your house, no matter what. Go pay rent for them if you must. Go get them a shelter. Fight. Do not let someone move in with you, because that friendship is not going to last long. It's the same thing as money. If your friends who, I feel like the best friendships I've had did not involve money. I feel like the most wholesome friendships I've had, there wasn't any cross borrowing of money, because I feel like money is very sensitive, and there's like money practices that are different from friends to friends. As I've mentioned before, I'm the kind of person, if you asked me for 1,000 shillings, I'll send you 1,000 shillings and 100 bob. Or if you loaned me money, I'd return it with a little money on top, just for the inconvenience you went through to help me out. But you realize there are people who do not have the same practices. So I feel like with money, you have to be super careful, but to keep it safe, do not share money with friends. Yeah. Make it very, when it comes to money, make it very specific. Make it out as a loan. Is it coming back with interest? When is it coming back? Make it very clear when it comes to money. And also, if you feel a bit iffy about lending someone money, don't. It doesn't matter whether it's your friend. Don't. And lend out money you're willing to lose. So if your friend asks you for 20,000, you're only willing to lose 2,000, tell them, I don't have 20,000, but here's 2,000. So then if they go and never pay it back, you don't feel so bad. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Do whatever if she needs me. Okay, so this is just basically coming through for your friends, riding or dying for your friends. Guys, I think this episode I'm struggling most, because I just feel like I feel like I've swum oceans for people so much before. Right now I'm in a space where I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm in a space where I just don't feel like I will go overboard for people anymore. I feel exhausted, and I'm sorry for the friends who now are meeting me in this stage. You didn't come earlier in my life to have met the very extravagantly giving Olive. I am sorry. But do whatever to come through for your friends that I can. Whether it's a small business, I will try and make people, whoever can use your product, come and buy it or test it. I will try and push you. I'll try and motivate you. Whatever it is that you need as a friend, I think I will come through. I will always try and meet you halfway, even when things are a little bit difficult. Maybe it's something that I do not agree with. I will find a way. I try my best for my friends, but I can't say it's an area I'm really, really comfortable in. If you asked me right now, would you take a bullet or would you do something utterly ridiculous for a friend? I don't know if the answer would be an immediate yes. So I am happy for you. I'm happy for you, though. The person who has you as a friend is very, very lucky. Someone else says, say no to your man's girl. Lol. So yeah, isn't that like common sense? I think that it's the same thing for boys. Like, if you have a friend and their girlfriend is coming on to you, please. And if your friend and your girl actually smash, you need to lose both of them, because again, loyalty does not exist here. Someone else says, sharing food is unethical and unless in cases of famine. I feel seen. I feel like this person has spoken for me. I feel like I'm moved to tears. Can people please understand? Sharing of food is very intimate. And I don't share food with anyone. It does not matter who you are. I hate sharing food. Sometimes I do, but yeah. I no, let's just not share food, especially sharing plates, especially, and also food in the sense that there's particular practices I have, or like it's almost crazy. It's like some sort of rituals I have when it comes to food. There's a way I have to like set up my food before I start eating. There's a way I can't eat bits of food, like something. Here's the thing: I cannot eat bits of food. I can't snack. When I want to eat, I eat. I will sit down and eat a bowl of fruits. I will sit down and eat a meal. If I need to, let's say breakfast, probably sometimes it's light. If I need breakfast, I will sit down and eat a full meal, like what you can describe as a meal for breakfast. Because eating small things gives me gas. And I hate anything that has to give my tummy any sort of discomfort. So there's things like those. So sometimes, say I have a certain portion of food, and now you want to share this food with me. Trust me, I would rather stay hungry the whole day and you can have the food. And it's not coming from a bad place. It's just like if I ate just a bit of the portion, now my tummy is all over the place rumbling, and no one wants that. So yeah, food. You spoke to me. You spoke to the soul that's inside there, inside my capillaries over there. Someone else said, when you visit my house, please follow my house rules. Oh, and please call before you decide to visit. I don't understand how people just show up at people's houses. It's happened to me a couple of times. People show up at my house, and it still beats me to date. In the age of technology, in the age of you can call someone through social media, I'm just, why would you show up at anyone's house without telling them? Anyway, I've made it very clear over the years that I do not want people showing up at my house without notice. And also house rules. I feel like house rules, I had to be a bit, I loosened the ropes for my house rules a bit, because I realized I'm obsessive. I'm extremely organized, and those are standards that are very difficult for people to reach. It doesn't matter how clean and how organized you might be. My standards are really, really high. So I realized they are almost ridiculous standards to have. So yes, for let's say friends, house rules apply, especially if it's house rules that you can easily follow. If the owner of the house does not like dishes in the sink, when you finish with your dish, wash it. Simple things, and a friend should be able to respect that. I know that these days someone can be in my house and I just hold myself for as long as they're here, 2-3 days. And once they're gone, I cleanse my house. I will wash it thoroughly clean, wash all the bed sheets, wash all the clothes, wash anything that was, and then just rearrange my house back to what feels comfortable for me. But mine is obsessive, guys. So follow people's house rules. That's all. And if you don't want to, then don't be their friend. It's their space. Respect it. And someone else says, this one is funny. If I don't like somebody, you bet neither do you. It's so stupid, but them's are the rules. Okay. This is why friendships is complicated for me. If you don't like somebody, I do not need to like that person as well. I feel like this is also a place where I've brushed with some of my friends, because I usually feel, as someone who's come from a place where I am judged wrongly outwardly, I feel like I always need to give everyone a chance. Let me decide for myself that I do not like you. But the idea of having a preconceived idea of who someone is from hearsay is very I don't know, maybe I'm speaking from a place of trauma. I just do not like that feeling, because there is this time someone joined our place of work, my previous place of work. Someone joined, and my work bestie, after I had greeted that person and I was like, hey, how you doing? You look good. Da, 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 da. Oh, yesterday, da, da, da. So all that pleasantries. I go back to my desk and my work bestie asks me, why are you interacting with that girl like that? She's not a good person. And I just thought to myself, she hasn't done anything bad to me specifically. And from what you're describing she's done to you, it seems very personal, and it seems like it's a preference that you have. Like they sort of don't like something that you like, and therefore you just judged them from there. And you want me, it's like now you're recruiting soldiers to be on your side to hate this person. Yet this person has done me no wrong. So I feel like that's where friendships get really tricky for me. Everyone who you do not like will not necessarily be my enemy. And I'm sorry. Someone else says, my friend can't be interested in the man I want, let alone sleep with him. By the way, fuck Joselinda, I hate that B. Joselinda is a name I put here just so not to mention the name she actually mentioned, but I don't know if I know so many Joselindas, so I don't know if I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't know if it's someone we mutually know. I really do not know. But let me get that again. My friend can't be interested in the man I want, let alone sleep with. Gosh, guys, it's so messy. So have you expressed to your friend that this is someone you're interested in? And are there plans underway for you to explore whatever this is with this person who you're interested in sleeping with? I get it. That is probably overstepping. But I need to know, is it going somewhere, or you just have a crush and therefore none of your other friends can have a crush on this person? I really... Gay. I'm struggling here. I should have asked for help. I should have co-hosted this episode, but I think we can redo it again with a few people and see the diverse ways, because right now, me, I'm just here thinking, guys, it's tough. So if your friend, guys, your friend can't be interested in the same person, what if they're a better fit than you? And then let me ask, if me and you are both interested in the same person, and this person is interested in you and not me, and even me, I like him. So what happens? Do you both give up exploring that thing because one of you can't win? And what about this person who's being pursued? Don't they have a say? Don't they like one over the other? Guys, I don't know. But yeah, those are the many questions I have. I told you friendships are difficult for me. Someone else says, your friend's ex can never be your anything, buana. Your friend's ex can never be your anything. Okay, so again, we're not dating exes at all. You people are so touchy on the issue of exes. And me, I'm over there with people who we don't care what our exes are up to anymore. Someone else says, don't eat my man. Don't come to my house unannounced. If I lend you money, refund without me asking. That last one. Being reminded for money that no one needed to remind you for when you needed it. Please. Don't come to my house unannounced. We've discussed that, please. It's 2023. Call people. shoot them a text, wait for them to respond. If they don't respond, do not show up ish. And don't eat my man. Okay, direct translation, just don't sleep with my man. That makes sense. If someone is your friend, they shouldn't be sleeping with your partner. If your partner is your partner, they shouldn't be sleeping with your friends. Get rid of both of them if that happens. Someone else says, I don't have codes with friends. Do you? That's why I like them. Okay, so you don't have any friendship codes. Yeah. Okay, Red Blanco. You have people. Tukikosana, don't tell out my secrets. This is very, man, I have seen this on social media a lot, and honestly, I have lost respect for people who've done that. For people who fell out with their friends or with someone and then just went out. They were baying for blood, just went out telling all the things that they were told in confidence. It's honestly a bad look on you. I think anyone who does this, it doesn't matter. Okay, I don't know what can push you to the point of doing that. But just when your friendships end, even if it ends in a distasteful manner, do not tell your person's secrets to any other person. Just let it be, because when someone is sharing a particular story or sharing anything really, they're vulnerable. And there's nothing as horrible as kicking people in their vulnerable spots. I think it's just inhuman. Okay, someone else says, our children have nothing to do with this disagreement. Yes, please. Oh my goodness. Feuds have been passed from generations to generations, and kids don't know what it's about. Cousins just hate cousins for no apparent reason. Kids hate their step siblings for no apparent reason. Can you be a better human and just know whatever is happening between you and your relative has nothing to do with your kids? Even with friends, you see sometimes kids are playmates and then something happens between friends and they're not in talking terms anymore. That's your problem. You know what? The kids are still friends. You'll have to figure it out the way co-parenting works and get your kids together. So at the end of the day, yeah, your kids have nothing to do with it. Someone else says, agree with your friend publicly, but correct them privately. Don't date friends, crushes, or exes. I'm still here there about crushes because how do you claim someone who you've not claimed? How do you claim me? The crushes bit, I don't get it. But I've told you before, I think my sexual life, I've never had a crush my whole life, so I don't know how it works. I don't know how strong that shit is. But me, the crushes shit doesn't make sense to me. But the exes, I can see where it gets like this. But then again, I really do not care what my ex does. If my friend develops like a thing for my ex, I don't think I'd be mad. Again, that is me. Agree with your friend publicly, but correct them privately. I feel like that's again, slippery slope. And let me tell you, friendships are horrible. Friendships are worse than romantic relationships. Character development that comes from friendships is just friendships are work. You people refuse to admit it, but friendship is work. So, agree with me in public, but correct me in private. I would say I agree to some extent, in the sense that you wouldn't want to probably embarrass them, right? Like there's rules we have. Like, let's say your friend is saying something or agreeing with something. Usually, when there's a table of men and women, we women stick together. It might be ridiculous, but we're going to stick together. So long as this is not harming someone else, physically or emotionally, we're sticking together, okay? We're sticking with this narrative. And then outside, then you can go tell them, hey, me, I was just with you because we cannot carry embarrassment like that, but I think this and that. But then there's also the I've had incidences where a friend was outrightly just not, was completely inappropriate. And this has happened on social media. And in that sense, me, I just go neutral. I won't side with the person who you're arguing with because my loyalty belongs to you. But I'm not defending you either. You will not find my comment there being like, oh, babe, no. I will sit and be quiet. You fight your battles. Once you're done, come, I tell you how you are being stupid. Because, I'm not going to risk my embarrassment, my face. Where am I going to hide it? In the sand? And I'm not even in Mombasa. Someone else says, well, sina marafiki mimi, and no, it's not an exaggeration. Literally, not even one. Acquaintances, though, yes. It is weird to say this, but I really do understand. Some people just are like, how come you don't have friends? I get it. I didn't have friends. I struggled with keeping friends for a very long time. Until I think maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, that's when I've seen myself like retaining some sort of friendships. I never had friends. I just had acquaintances. I've always had a very transactional relationship with humans. So if you need something, call me, ask for it. If I need something, I'll call you and I'll ask for it. We are decent, we are cordial. There's nothing between us. There's no hate. There's no love. It's just cordial. And I would understand. I definitely would understand when you say you do not have friends. And man really is an island. I don't know who said man cannot be an island. Man can be an island. So yes, I do understand. There are people who genuinely do not have friends. Someone else says, your other friend who is not my friend should never know my business. Your other friend who's not my friend should never know your business. Oh yes, circles. Because I think I'm very anxious, especially socially anxious. I have always never mixed my circles. So my family will never meet like my work friend. My work friend will never meet like my travel mate. My travel mate will never meet. I just keep circles where they are. Because I also feel like different circles interact with me as a very different person. So, you'll meet someone at work and they'll be talking about me and you'll just be like, hey, the Olive I know from home. And someone from home will meet a friend that I go and travel with and they'll just be like, hey, which Olive? And someone will meet me from social media and they'll be, the one Olive. Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's just hectic. Me, I see friendship, I just see hectic. I there's no other word to describe it. But yes, it does make sense. If that circle has nothing to do with me, my business shouldn't be there. That makes sense in every sense of it. Even in business. If I'm working here, this business should not find itself in my side hustle. Yeah, it's almost common sense. Someone else says, if he has seen a friend naked, he is a no-go zone. So if a guy has slept with one of your friends, then I liked this a lot because I feel like it was very personal. It was like, this is what I do. Not that what my friends are supposed to do like everyone else. I feel like she said, this is what I do. If I'm interested in a man and I found out they've already seen a friend, I'm out. And yeah, I like that it was personal. It was really on you. Someone else says, ukipata kitu ya mtu mahali, rudisha tu kwenye ilikuwa, no matter what it is. So this is, let me translate it. If you found something somewhere, just return it where you got, like the exact place you got it, return it there. I really feel this as a neat freak. Oh my goodness, this spoke to my soul. Just return things where you got them. I do not understand the idea of getting my cup from the table and then leaving it by my bedside. I don't get it. I do not get it. Again, respect your friend's property. Yeah. I think I have a few more. Do not date your friend's ex. Do not date your friend's ex. Again, comes the exes. And someone says, "What do you mean you are still talking to my ex?" I don't know, guys. You and exes. Is it? I'd really like to know the science behind exes. I'd really like to, because honestly, I feel nothing. If I met my friend today with my ex, I'd just be like, okay, it's weird. It's weird in the sense that I know the things I left him for, or rather the things we broke up about. You're willing to take that. Okay, yeah, maybe in that sense. But I don't think I'll feel some type of way. But then again, I'm speaking from a point of privilege. I haven't had too much friendships and romantic experiences. So, yeah. And the last person says, when we go out together, we leave together. This one has started being... Earlier on, I felt triggered by this because I've always been such a mother hen figure. And it got to a point where I started getting tired. I was just like, I can't go out and always be the one looking out, always be the one who's like checking whose Uber is getting here, who's going where, who's drinking what, has anyone got water? I'm just like, it got to a point where I was just like, I think at this age, let's all have the same values and characters. Let's all think the same. Let's all think tomorrow we have to wake up and be somewhere. Let's all think all of us have to get home safely. Let's all think I have to drink responsibly. I think maybe it's an age thing, but I just feel like I've mothered too long to be still here thinking if I need to leave the club, I need to leave with the friend that I came with. I feel like we're all grown-ups. If I feel I'm tired and you feel like you still have the strength, I should be able to go home and you should be able to get yourself home as well. But that's just for me. Yeah. Those were the responses I got directly to the prompt. Some of the DMs that I got, someone said, "Hello, Olive, future Mama Olive here." Hey, future Mama Olive. She's so consistent. I can't wait for that child to be born. For friendships, give the same energy as I am giving to the friendship. The moment I begin making the effort alone, I leave. I felt this. I have told people so many times before, right now in my life, I choose friends the way I choose a romantic partner. There's a set of non-negotiables, and one of them is giving to the friendship as much as I am giving. Reciprocity is key for me right now. You cannot, I can't be putting in 70 and you're putting in 30. With friendships, just give in the same amount of energy. And I feel like a lot of people might feel like they struggle with me in this sense because I'm the kind of person who doesn't check up on people. And I've met a couple of people who are the kind of people to check up on people a lot. And they're just like, "Olive, but you never think about me. You never call me." And I'm just like, if it helps, I never really call anyone, not even my family. No one gets a call from me. So you're not special. Just, yeah. So I feel like sometimes that is something, it's something difficult to balance. And a lot of my friends were very disturbed by the fact that I didn't like phone calls. But I think maybe I've interacted with a bit more extroverted people and maybe they just didn't know what to do with an introvert. I do not know. But I've had struggles with phone calls so many times. They're just like, "Why don't you ever pick up your phone?" And I'm just like, "Why aren't you trying to meet me halfway? I've told you if I don't pick up my phone, just text. If it is urgent, please write urgent. When I get to my phone, I literally will call you. If it's urgent, I will call you. But sometimes people just want to call and check up on you. And I'm just like, so this is awkward. I don't know what to do with this phone call. Usually I prefer to meet people in person and just have like lengthy conversations and connect with people. Phone calls give me a lot of anxiety. And I don't know. Again, I will reiterate. Friendships are so hectic for me. It looks like it's mathematics. Friendships for me are just it's just too many calculations and too many moving parts for me to keep up. But yeah, there we are. Someone else says, well, hello there. Hello. Allow me to laugh at myself because the number of friends I have lost because of these friendship rules. Watch her too. The most recent one stopped talking to me because she caught her man staring at my nyash while I was at her house. Yet she was the one who had invited me. She's not the only one I've lost. She's not the only one I've lost because of this reason. POV. I am a Luya, born and raised in Nyandarua, so vitu zingine lazima zingekuwa tu tofauti, and their fisi boyfriends just couldn't help themselves. Long story short, I don't have any friends left, and I don't want any. So this was a very interesting contribution because what the I don't know. Whatever you wrote to me, what's the rule? What's the rule you have? What is that code you're talking about that it's not depicted in this? You're just saying you have a big nyash, you're bragging about it, your friends' boyfriends look at them, and that's why they end up cutting you off. I don't know how that's a rule. What is the rule here? You shouldn't be invited to people's places when they have their boyfriend. I don't know what the rule here. I'm struggling to find what the rule in this is. But I just found it very weird. Anyway, another person sent me a DM saying, I don't care if I am fucking him. But if you see that we are interested in each other, yani when we are together and you can feel the heat, and on top of it all, you know how we feel about each other or that I like him, bitch, please stay away. What the hell would my friend be doing making a move or making out with a man I'm interested in? Yeah. Okay, already if there's already been a connection, I think that's okay. I think if you and that guy have already done something, you've kissed, you've cuddled, I don't know, if you've already gotten somewhere, then it is wise for the other, like your friends, to step back. That makes sense. But if it's just a crush and nothing has developed yet, that's where I'm just thinking, are you being a bit, I don't know, are you being a bit sensitive? Guys, friendship. It's too much work. So much work. Anyway, there's this one that I got on email, and this person said, so this person just listed friendship codes for me. Number 1, don't share my business with your partner. I don't care if you are married. I told you in confidentiality. Please respect my secrets. You really want to tell your married friend your secrets? You really think pillow talk is not gossip about their friends? I just feel I am of the thinking, if you want to take something to the grave, just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I know there's moments when you really want to talk to someone, you really want to express these intrusive thoughts. But if you have a glimmer of doubt about the person you are telling, just hold yourself back. Number 2, if you know and have evidence or witnessed someone hurting me Why the fuck are you still friends or associating with them? Like, that's so fake. If I saw someone hurting you, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense because it doesn't even have to be my friend. I have literally blocked or just blacklisted particular people from the way I saw them treat someone else. It doesn't even have to be your friend. So a shitty person is just a shitty person. It doesn't matter whether they treat me correctly. Oh, and this has happened in my previous places of work where I myself, if I was to just look at my own treatment, how I was treated directly by the bosses, the managers, I can't say I was treated badly. But you could see how other people who probably could not stand for themselves were treated. And I just thought to myself, this is shitty. You're choosing who to bully because Olive can stand up for herself. Olive can speak. But when you find someone who probably is a bit scared of speaking out, then that's the person now you want to punch down completely. So yeah, I do understand this. Number 3, if you don't call me when you want to have fun or go out, please don't call me when you have a problem. I don't know about this. Being someone who's, what are they called? I've seen there's something. There's what are they called? Mystic people call it something. Is it a giver? Is it an empath? Give me that name, please. If you're that, you'll find that a lot of times people only reach out to you because they want to seek counsel or they want to be helped in a certain way. So when you're that kind of person, I don't know what they call it. Is it empath? Is it a giver? Is it a carer? Yeah, there's people who apparently are more carers than others. So you'll find that somehow they're always in situations where they're coming through for people consistently. So these people are tasked with taking care of themselves, making sure that they have very strong boundaries so that they're not taken advantage of. I think I'm one of those people. I haven't done any sort of exercise to affirm whether I am, but I think I'm one of those people who gives and gives and gives and gives so much. And so I have come to find it very normal. I don't mind when people reach out to me when they have a problem. Just make it quick. I've always told people, I don't... It's been years. I'm now 30 years old. I don't remember a time when someone called me and was just like, oh, hi, it's been a minute. No one ever does that. So it's been 30 years of being groomed to be called to just help, right? So right now, when I see a phone call, I know you want something. I'm not mad. I won't feel bad in any way, really. Ask me what it is you want directly. Just, hi, Olive, do you have? Hi, Olive, there's this thing. Hi, Olive, I will tell you whether I can come through or not. I really do not care. If after that, I see you in Dubai having the best time of your life, I am not mad. I am not mad. So for me, unlike this person, please call me when you need me for something specific. And usually I tell people, please, you don't need to call me all the time to keep in touch. I feel like networking has put us in a space where it feels like you have to keep checking up on someone. I think you keep checking up on people, especially in a business setup, just so the client does not forget you, so that they have you at the back of their mind throughout. But in the sense whereby you're trying to keep someone close just so they can come through for you later. I don't know. It just feels wrong for me. Just call me when you need anything. It's fine. I'll see if I can help you. I will. If I cannot, I will tell you. You don't need to keep in touch with me. You don't need to call me for your good times. You do you, boo. But if you feel like I can come through for you in something, and that's the same for me. I will go have my parties. I will go travel. I will have a good time. I will go have a good meal by myself or with other friends. And if I need something specific, I will call you if I know you will help me with it. And I'm not about to call and start, hey, Aki, it's been a minute. Aki, this economy, have you seen the weather? Hi. I was thinking of investing in bonds. Might you have any information on that? Do you charge a consultancy fee if at all you want if at all I want to learn from you? Yes, no, I don't. Full stop. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day. That's where it's different for me and this person. But that's why I was telling you in the beginning, it feels like goalposts keeps changing when it comes to friendship. It's person to person. And honestly, I am tired. Rule number 4. I'm actually losing track. Rule number 4. You're my colleague, not my friend. Chill. Let me see. Since I'm very introverted. I'm either in the house or at the office where I am needed for money. So since I have no other spaces where I interact with people, I've met all my friends at work. It's either work or school. Otherwise, I'm in my house by myself. So, I don't know, for work, that's where I've met my friends. Of course, you have to be very discerning. You just can't be friends with everyone. But usually I have gathered my pool of friends from the places where I have worked because I don't have anywhere else to get friends. Number 5, if you know something will hurt me, please don't tell me. Like, why are you telling me something mean someone said about me? Okay, yeah. And where were you when these things were being said? Okay, not that you contributed to the conversation. I'm just like, how did you hear about it? Like, I'm thinking usually people are very careful not to say anything in front of someone's friend. But anyway, yeah. I don't know why you're saying if it will hurt you, they shouldn't tell you. I don't know. If you heard something about me, please come and tell me so we can laugh. I like laughing at things. But anyway, that was the last contribution that I got. And for myself, I think most of the things have been said here. For friendships, it's really... I've struggled with friendships. Man, I will do an entire panel on friendships, or probably even a series just on friendships and tackle different spheres of friendships. But for me, the thing about respecting space, respecting boundaries, right now I'm very keen on boundaries. I think because of how much exhaustion I have gathered from being a giver for so many years. Apart from that, what other romance and friendships, by there I don't have a problem. I haven't had long-term romantic relationships. I also struggle with keeping friendships. So I will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll forget you. I will, out of sight, out of mind. I really do not think of people until I see them. So when people tell me I miss you, I don't know what to tell them because I literally had not thought of them until I saw the text that said, I miss you, or until I saw their phone call, or until I saw their post on social media. So I actively do not think of people until I see something that's related to them. I don't know what sort of disease that is, but that's just it. So I never have the feeling of missing people. I'm sorry. I know there's more of us out there. I started this podcast and I thought it's just going to be a lonely podcast because no one is like me. And see us, we have quorum. There's thousands and thousands of people just like me. So if you know someone, or if you're that person who does not think of people until they probably see them or have a visual representation of something that reminds them of that person, please let me know, because I probably can't be the only one. But with that said, other friendship rules that I have, as I have said, Please meet me halfway. Please put in as much work as I am putting. Please let us share the same. I think my closest friend right now has been my friend for the longest time, because as I said, I don't keep friendships. Has been my friend for the longest time because I literally met someone like me. And I was just like, whoa, they exist. Someone who gets money from you and they can't even sleep at night. They're just like, I need to take money back. I need to pay Olive back. Someone who is always willing to give is also a giver. And it's not so much that they are giving to me. I just want us to share values. I just want us to have the same mentality when it comes to certain things. Because this girl was not necessarily giving to me, but I saw myself in her, in how she gives to others. And I was just like, this is a lot like me. I'd want someone who we share the same values in life. So that's my rule for friendship. Rules for other random friendships that might not be exactly very close, where you share secrets, is, guys, we're already too old. We're already too old to be responsible for other people. Can you please communicate? Just clearly and articulately communicate what you need. It's easier. There's someone who the other day was, not the other day, but a while back, I met them and they were just like, no one came to hospital to see me. I'd been in the hospital for 3 days. And I asked her, oh, who did you tell? And she was like, Olive, you need to check up on people. And I just asked her, if you really are going to go to the hospital and be admitted for 3 days and assume that the rest of us are just supposed to feel Nani is in hospital. Telepathy. Yeah? We're just osmosis. We're just supposed to feel Nani is in hospital. Let me call and see if she's okay. And what about me? What if I was also in hospital for those 3 days that you're also in hospital? How come you didn't call to check up on me? So we are now grown-ups. I feel like everyone should start picking up slack. Make friendships easier. Make it easier for your friends. Communicate what you need. I know some situations are pretty traumatic. We don't expect you to communicate that. But in things that are very normal, you went to the hospital or you got a slight road accident, you need someone to help you with please communicate it. Going out, you cannot be the friend who's getting taken care of. Please, not at this age. Let everyone have the independence of being able to get themselves home. Let everyone have the independence of meeting people. Another thing, keeping time. Oh, keeping time. If we agreed to meet at 3 and I get there at 3 and you want to come at 4:30, it doesn't matter what sort of friend you are. It's just not respectable for me. I just feel like that just doesn't work. At the end of the day, I feel like my friends become my friends even in the beginning because we share certain values. We prioritize certain things in life. We care for some certain things more than others, like kindness or like giving or empathy. I don't know. I'll just tell you, friendships are not easy for me. They really are not easy for me. But as I said, I'll host a panel maybe, and then we'll be able to talk about it better. But right now, that brings us to the end of another episode of the In All Honesty podcast. My fabulous name is Olive Orao. I feel like this topic was a lot. We'll get to it again. But until next week, bye.